Hey everyone, Rarity Dash here. Time for another blind commentary. And today I will be watching Josh Scorcher's review of the Cutie Map. Twisted Phoenix, Fun Cool Fun Fun, and HH React specifically suggested I react to some of his reviews, though a number of others seem to imply they were worth checking out as well. Yeah, I seem to be on something of a reaction chain. I reacted to Bronies React, and a bunch of people told me there that I needed to do Military Bronies React. I did Military Bronies React, and started that by saying I didn't know who Josh Scorcher was, and got a bunch of people telling me I need to watch some of his reviews. I can already assume that by doing this I will be getting a lot of people to suggest I react to their favorite analysis people as well. Which, I'm pretty cool with that, really. I'm more than willing to start delving more into the world of MLP analysis, if you want it. That said, it is a certain type of analysis videos which are going to work for reactions. The videos need to be more entertainment focused as opposed to purely informational. If it's just a review, making observations and simple quality judgments, it's not going to be something especially great to react to for me. Which, yeah, apparently this guy, Josh Scorcher, is very much entertainment focused. Most of you compared him to the Nostalgia Critic. Now, I like the Nostalgia Critic, okay. I used to follow him every week, but eventually his shtick eventually did kind of start to wear on me, and my interest waned to the point where I stopped watching him, but that doesn't mean I won't have fun here. I'm starting this with his most recent review, the Cutie Map. I'm doing this because I think it's good to get a taste of their most recent work. With these sort of things, it's not always best to make first judgments based on their earliest work, as almost always people are still figuring it out early on. Kind of why I started with Rainbow Rocks when looking at both Jerry Pete and Little Shy's stuff. If this is fun though, I may just go back and cycle through them all, we'll see. Anyway, I've said enough probably, so let's get started. Okay. And there's the Joker. Fiery Joker Productions. Tease. On Tumblr, I guess.
Oh! Alright, Season 5 premiere! Took them long enough.
Yeah, it did. Kool-Aid, huh?
What?
Drinking the Kool-Aid already.
This starts out with the small zoom on Twilight's newest Hasbro playset. Only $16.99 for shipping and handling. Twilight is asking a good question to her friends. Why does this castle exist?
We found all 6 keys, defeated T-Rex, and got this sweet castle. End of story. Yes, but why?
Merchandising!
Uh-huh.
I am beating a dead horse. Yeah, I am being a little mean. Even though a lot of the things added to this show are blatant merchandising, for the most part, the writing staff are able to implement them into the show and justify their existence.
My brother?
I said mostly. Jeez.
I agree with Twilight, and Rarity, and Applejack, and Rainbow Dash, and Pinkie Pie. Oh, and probably Spike.
Something's wrong with you. Really.
So they all sit in their chairs at the same time, and that summons a table. Why this didn't happen earlier, and why this didn't happen as the castle was built, is beyond me. It seems needlessly showy.
Is that new? I like it.
I will question nothing because it is funny.
My little pony.
So, the table inside the magical castle turns out to be a tiny map of the world that reveals problem areas across the kingdom. Okay, where's the John Cleese butler?
Hi, Mom and Dad.
That joke.
Maybe I'll just stay here with Spike.
Awesome! Me and Big Mac have a huge weekend ahead of us talking hoofball and trading hoofball cards and arguing about hoofball stats.
Because boys. So, then we start going via train to the problem area. And they arrive out in the middle of nowhere. Not even a train station. Yikes, tax dollars well spent. They find a small little hamlet that has no plumbing, no water, no anything, and several of our ponies have differing first impressions.
I know Smiles, and those Smiles, they're just not right.
I agree, they look like they've had one too many Eggo waffles.
Okay.
I bet there's some sort of horrific monster behind it. What makes you say that?
Consistency.
Those smiles are bad news.
Pinkie Pie likes to see you smile. Except when she doesn't.
Welcome.
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 Permission to freak out.
There's the princess of friendship.
Well, you've certainly come to the right place for friendship.
I don't like the way you said that word. The way
Yeah.
you say that word makes me think of dark jokes. And I don't like making dark jokes.
Howdy, Double Diamond. I'm Applejack, and this here's Pinkie Pie, Fluttershy, Rarity, Rainbow Dash, and Twilight Sparkle.
You forgot Sora, Donald, and Goofy.
Perhaps you care to speak to our founder, Starlight Glimmer.
Okay, yep, this pony is a foil for Twilight. You can tell because her name was run through a thesaurus. What are the next ones going to be? Eventide Glitz, Vesper Radiance, Dusk Shine?
We don't know what's gonna come through that door.
Midnight Twinkle, still.
Welcome.
Aria? Oh, wait, nope. This pony actually has a personality other than gloomy.
Aria's great.
How did you hear of our little village? It's kind of a long
Don't
story.
insult Best Siren.
Found magic keys to magic fox that came out of magic tree, which gave us magic powers to defeat magic centaur, which then summoned magic castle that spawned a magic map leading here.
Experience true friendship for the first time.
Say what?
Oh, indeed. That's what's so unique about our village, you see.
Instead, she chose something different. She chose the impossible. She chose... Okay, I need to complete this joke. What's the name of this town?
Our town.
Yes, I want to know the name of this place.
It's never said.
Yes, that! What is the name of your town? So who's on first?
I don't know. Is that why you all have those cutie marks? Perhaps it would be easier to understand if I...
Sing a musical number!
Heads high, ponies! All together now, every one of you!
Is through all indoctrinated? No! Is through all good little Nazis? No! Is through all good little adults? No! Then we will all salute Felbravo Schultz!
Okay, going from what I can interpret from this song, Starlight Glimmer has established some sort of pseudo-Marxist cult. I hesitate to call it full-on communism because it does seem to be modified heavily. While our society does promote and facilitate mediocrity by eliminating social classes and competition, the removal of talents and identity seems more cultish, if anything. It has elements of communism, particularly the parts of it that make it a bad idea. I think it's more of a cautionary tale of what happens when you take equality mathematically and try to apply it to social life and showing how easily people can be duped by buzzwords and pictures. On a lighter note, I wonder how many social revolution villain jokes I can make with this.
When the rest of Equestria sees that a princess gave up her cutie mark to join us, they'll finally understand what we're trying to accomplish.
I am Equestria's Batman.
Bane.
After all, no pony has ever come to our village and wanted to leave.
Would you leave it if you could? Yeah, this Nazi blood is good. We would have lived with the evil we could.
We're all quite fond of it. No doubt you will be as well.
Welcome.
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 They've been here for a while! You can say a musical number for them! And stop saying it like that, it's creepy! So, Rarity takes a gander at the local fashion and is understandably appalled.
No wonder no pony's wearing anything.
Said the currently naked pony.
The reason to be rude is that they all keep staring at us.
Naughty.
My name is Sugarbell.
No, I'm gonna call you Judy. Then they try to order food, and the baker seems to not understand basic interaction.
Forgive me for overhearing, but just a moment ago you were disagreeing, and now it sounds like you're agreeing.
Uh-huh.
Jeez, she's like a beaten wife that just found out that not everyone beats their wives. It seems the baker wants to talk to them, but Big Brother is watching. So the main six devise a plan to be alone with the baker.
But you gotta eat all them muffins, Pinkie.
That brilliant
You
plan.
better finish those muffins, Pinkie! Kids are starving in Africa!
One more meatball and you're officially mine.
So they go down into the cellar where it's dark and no one would be able to find them.
Why did you want us to come down here? So no pony could see what's about to happen.
It's a trap!
Save that for later.
I'm above that. Besides, it wasn't a trap.
How do you take some pony's cutie mark anyway?
Starlight uses the Staff of Sameness.
The Staff of Sameness? Really? I know this is a kid's show, but you could have at least plugged that into a thesaurus or Latinized it. It would have been less unimaginative, but come on! That's like naming the elements of harmony the happy necklaces. So, the main six learn about a vault where all the cutie marks are and travel there.
We hope someday every pony in Equestria will make a pilgrimage here to our little village to have theirs removed too.
When everyone's super... no one will be.
Welcome to my lair.
It's fitting because Tetris is Russian.
It was one of the great Mage Metalbook's 9 enchanted items.
I smell setups!
Except not really.
Starlight begins to feel threatened by the main six and decides to do something about it.
It's a trap!
It's a no! You're too overused! So, Twilight decides not to do a mass teleport away and get help from the princesses and the guard, or use a giant shield spell, but instead gets her butt tattoo ripped off. Nice going. A lot of people seem to compare this to Amon taking people's bending away. While I can see the similarities, I think it's a lot more malevolent and creepy here. Not only is Starlight stealing special talents, but she's also stealing people's very identities. That is creepy.
Yeah, that's kind of why I like this episode so much.
I am the solution.
The main six get thrown into concentration camp where they're slowly being brainwashed. And it scares me that I'm not exaggerating that.
Yeah?
We don't actually have to escape. They'll just let us out when they think we've accepted their philosophy. There's one of us they might believe.
Why are they looking at her like she was just sized up for slaughter? They haven't been in there that long. So they plan to have Fluttershy be a Trojan horse pony and figure out how to get the cutie marks back. So let me get this straight. Your entire plan hinges on Fluttershy.
Yeah.
The meekest, least resourceful, easily pressured, and most timid of the main six being able to adequately lie to an entire town and figure out how to retrieve their cutie marks from a crazy and powerful neo-Marxist unicorn. Okay, I know it makes more sense in terms of character development for Fluttershy to do it, and I'm not saying to change it because it's good development, but just humor me for a second. Honestly, don't you think Rarity would have been the better choice? I mean, she's the most socially savvy, has an eye for details, and is a better manipulator. Any of them really could have lied, and Rarity is probably the most convincing actor out of all of them. Any suspicious behavior would likely be chalked up to her natural drama queen tendencies. I'm just saying from a tactical standpoint, Rarity's the smarter choice.
Always.
I volunteer as tribute!
So Fluttershy is asked to prove her loyalty and point out traitors. She is spared the task as someone comes forward to take the hit. Wow, you guys got really lucky there.
This guy's a barrel of laughs.
Laughs don't come in barrels. They come from inside you as your body's response to delight.
Okay, fine. Back in you go. There is so much wrong with what I just did. So once Fluttershy's
not even sure.
Didn't get the conformity haircut in main style, Fluttershy does some snooping around and finds that her cutie marks are just out of reach, and discovers something interesting about Starlight.
Light bulb.
So it's the next day, and through some manipulation that really shouldn't have worked, Fluttershy is able to reveal Starlight's deception.
Why did you take ours and not give up your own?
I had to, you fools!
But the staff has all the magic we need!
The staff is a piece of wood I found in the desert.
Well, that explains the crappy name. Staff of Sameness? Really?
Every pony has unique talents and gifts. And when we share them with each other, that's how we...
Quiet!
That face.
Ha! Twilight just got Loki'd off her soapbox. So, Starlight bolts and escapes through an underground passage on the second floor. Then everyone decides to get their cutie marks back except for the main sixes, which are still held captive. They eventually get into the house with some help, but...
They're gone! They were right over there!
Oh, come on, Starlight! You didn't spare like 2 seconds to cover your escape route! So, the chase is on, and the main six can't keep up with the other ponies.
I can't believe we have to count on these other ponies to save our cutie marks!
Neither can I. This is actually an interesting change of pace.
Yeah.
But Starlight says they shall not
It's a
pass,
cool thing.
and takes off the leash.
And then this guy.
It's party favor, don't question it. It just doesn't have the same ring to it.
Whoa!
Party favor.
Skis. This is where I first met Starlight.
Convenient. They get the drop on Starlight and
It is
$3
pretty
cutie
convenient.
marks.
Finally, I can buck like a 5-bit snake herder in an Appaloosa ranch house again.
And you got your countryisms back too.
Because that's just as important. Starlight still gets away because plot says so, and everyone is happy.
This is a chance for all of us to get to know each other again for the very first time.
Yeah.
So there's
Double
a party
diamond.
because, of course there is. We get a setup for future plots, and that's Cutie Markless. Cutie Map. Cutie.
Yeah. That weird last second title change.
Aside from one or two insignificant plot holes, I really can't think of anything bad to say about this. The plot was coherent, there was a real sense of urgency, the conflict was unique, each of the characters got a chance to shine, the moral was surprisingly mature, and it subverted a lot of previous MLP two-parter tropes. The focus, shockingly, wasn't on Twilight's development, rather the group's. And the solution wasn't a Deus Ex Machina for once. Instead of using a literal power of friendship, they used the figurative power of friendship and let others help. The map seems like a good vehicle for plots for this season, and I'm very interested to see where they go with this. So yeah,
Only
great
showed
start
up
to a
once,
new
but that was
season.
pretty great episode. Griffin
I'm the
one.
Fiery Joker, and friendship is capitalism.
Okay. Oh, there's still about a minute of whatever.
I am the man who arranges the blocks that continue to fall from
A Tetris song.
The food on your plate now belongs to the state, a collective regime of peace and love. I have no choice in arranging the blocks under Bolshevik rule. What they say goes. The rule of the game is we all are the same, and my blocks must.
And that's a pretty interesting piece of fan art there.
Long live Stalin, he loves you. Sing these words, or you know what he'll do. I am the man who arranges the blocks that are made by the men in Kazakhstan. They come 2 weeks late and they don't tessellate, but we're working to Stalin's 5-year plan. I am the man who arranges the tanks that will make all the Nazis keep away. The Fuhrer is dead and Europe is red. Let us point all our guns at the USA.
Okay. So, yeah, I liked that. He was pretty funny, and I'd say I'd agree with most of his points about the episode. They were pretty on point, it felt. I do see the Nostalgia Critic comparison, though I'm not sure he's quite as wacky and over the top as I remember the critic being, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. As with that kind of thing, you run the risk of going too far with the silly and being kind of insufferable, but yeah, he certainly wasn't that, and he was just generally entertaining. I'd certainly be in to watch more if you guys want to see it, and I'd be happy to check out other entertainment-minded analysts if there are ones you want me to look at. Hope you liked the commentary, let me know if you did, and see you in the next one.